Tariq, separate it out for us, because there's lots of things going on here. We seem to have the US stepping in, but also the Swiss as well announcing arrests.
Yeah, I think that's the cooperation's quite remarkable. I was talking to colleagues earlier. I can't recall another instance of such cooperation between US and Swiss authorities when it comes to cases like this or white-collar crime. So this is remarkable in itself. But we must not forget the Swiss are just sort of assisting here in a very big way a US case. All of this investigation centers on New York in particular, and the Justice Department there, the IRS and the FBI, who have been investigating FIFA and officials there. Some names have come out in the last hours, minutes, relating to soccer officials, some connected to FIFA, some connected with marketing companies, involved in apparently bribing these officials in return for sporting rights. This, of course, as FIFA knows, is something that's not new to the organization itself. FIFA, in fact, its former president, Sepp Blatter's predecessor, João Havelange, was named among former FIFA officials who'd taken money, who'd taken bribes from FIFA's former marketing company at the turn of the century.
Tariq, just remind us of some of these names. You mentioned the former president, but what about the current names that have been mentioned by people familiar with the matter? I mean, Jeffrey Webb, he's quite a close associate of President Blatter, isn't he?
Jeffrey Webb is certainly it couldn't be closer in a way, certainly publicly. And again, we have to be cautious with what people say publicly, especially in this world of FIFA, of smoke and mirrors. But Jeffrey Webb and Sepp Blatter have been side by side ever since the last election, when Blatter won following the premature retirement of his opponent over vote rigging claims. Since then, Jeffrey Webb has sort of ascended to the higher levels of FIFA. He is now a FIFA vice president. He's a former Cayman Islands banker, and he's been talked about by Sepp Blatter in the past, more than once, as a potential replacement should the day come when Blatter decides he's had enough.
And Blatter, the question is clear, hasn't had enough, at least leading up to Friday's election, Tariq. At least that's what he's told us. I mean, could we imagine that he won't stand in Friday's election?
Having watched Blatter closely for 7 or 8 years, I can't see an instance of Blatter not standing or not wanting to be FIFA president. You know, it would take people to pull him out of his office for him not to want to do this. This is his guiding power in his life. FIFA is Blatter, and Blatter is FIFA as far as he is concerned. He would find it very difficult to walk away from this.